So €1,000 a month in Portugal, is that enough to live on? In this video, we are breaking down real numbers from groceries to rent, transport, bills, and even fun stuff. And by the end, you will know whether it is possible, tight, or just a pipe dream. You know what? Let's go. But hey, stick around because halfway through, I will give you a secret hack that could make €1,000 way more doable. So let's just imagine this. You land in a beautiful European country, but you only have €1,000. Can you really survive, let alone thrive, without going broke? Today, we are going line by line with actual costs from Numbeo, so nothing is guesswork. If you want the truth, stay right here. First up is rent. This is usually the biggest cost anywhere you live. And I know you will agree with me on that. In Portugal, a one-bedroom apartment outside the city center currently averages about €700 per month. And in cities like Lisbon, it can be very, very high. And I've witnessed that. A city center flat, you're looking closer to €900 plus. So right off the bat, €700 or more just for a roof over your head. That already eats up 70% of your €1,000 budget. But if you're thinking you can rent alone for €500, yes, it exists. But it's usually in smaller towns or shared rooms. We'll talk about that later. So next up is food, almighty food, which we can't do without. Groceries in Portugal are generally affordable, and I have witnessed it. It's way affordable, especially you coming from the UK. So recently someone was like, why do I have to say some things are affordable in Portugal? And I was like, yeah, I know. It's not affordable for everyone, which I respect that. But if you're coming from an economy which is higher, then you'll find Portugal, in terms of food and some other things, affordable. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me on that. A month of essentials, rice, bread, vegetables, milk, eggs, typically ranges from €180 to €250. This is dependent on how much you cook or eat out. It is possible to keep it closer to €150 if you are disciplined and shop smart. But remember, this doesn't include eating out. Even a simple lunch can cost around €8 to €12. One sausage sandwich here, one coffee there. Suddenly, your food bills climbs so fast. So what about utilities, internet? Maybe you're asking, Joe, what about that? Yes, bills. I know. Electricity, water, heating, garbage, roughly €80 to €120 a month. Add internet and phone plans, roughly around €35 and €60. Utilities for basic apartments easily run around €100 to €150 a month. So your bills will generally run between €100 to €150 a month, which I think this is very, very affordable. When you compare it with places like the UK, it is very affordable. Transport, and this is the part where I always say they are ripping us off in the UK, because sometimes the trains don't even work. And we are always paying a lot of money every year. The prices go up. But just dive yourself into Europe and you go like, what? They are ripping us off in the UK because transportation is affordable. And the trains are on time, at least better than the UK. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me on this. So I really enjoyed Portugal's transportation, and we loved it so much. The fact that you could get buses easily in Porto. Lisbon was where we really found that it was so huge that taking, even though there is a lot of public transport, if where you're living isn't really close to where you need to get your bus or metro, then that's the problem. But taxis were affordable in Lisbon compared to the UK, but Porto was way cheaper. So transportation in Portugal is one of the more budget-friendly parts of living there. I loved it. A month public transport pass costs €40. main, just 40 euros. Way cheaper than buying a car. But if you need a car, fuel, parking, insurance, and maintenance will blow your budget out of the water. And one thing about Porto is many people told me that this place you don't really need a car, and it was true. I witnessed it. Even taking not Uber, Bolt was so affordable. I was like, wow, this is so affordable. Let me know your take, where you are now, and if you are in Portugal. Let me know what you think of it. So far, with rent, groceries, bills, transport, we are well over 1,000 euros. I know that. But what if I told you there's a way to stretch 1,000 euros and actually survive? Maybe even save a little? Stay tuned till the end for this game changer. So now let's just bump this from theory to real life. Say you live outside a big city, share a place, and keep spending tight. Here's one sample breakdown that just barely hits under 1,000 euros. So your rent, let's take it that it's a shared room, 450 euros. Groceries, 180 euros. Utilities and internet, 100 euros. Transport pass, 40 euros. Miscellaneous, that is toiletries, coffee, small fun, 100 euros. This totals about 870 euros to 900 euros. Yes, it's possible. But you're living extremely lean, you're not traveling much, you're eating out rarely, and no big surprises like healthcare bills. Let me know if it is something or it's a way you would like to start your life in Portugal. So this is my game changer tip. Here's a hack that changes everything. Live in small towns, not big cities, in places like Coimbra, Braga. Braga is a very beautiful place, or even rural areas. Rent drops significantly because I was told by one local who is very old. He told me, if you want to come and live in Portugal, I'd advise you to live outside of the city because you get more for your money. And these price drops can be sometimes under 600 euros for a bigger place. That difference alone can make your 1,000 euros month workable. And you know what? I've got you covered because I have a travel guide, which are two actually. One is for where to rent, or the websites and the best places to rent apartments that does not require you to have guarantor or to pay a whole year's rent, which is going on in Portugal and even all of Europe now. So do check it out. It's in the description below. Download it. There's a particular website in the travel guide which you will find that even getting a shared home is so amazing because it's beautiful and very livable. So do check the travel guide out. It's in the description below where it says more. So in conclusion, can you survive in Portugal with 1,000 euros a month? Yes, you can, but only with serious discipline, shared housing, and living outside big cities. It's tight, but not impossible. If you want comfort or freedom to explore, you're gonna want more than 1,000 euros. If you enjoy this video, then do well to subscribe to the channel. It's a favor we are asking of you. Like our videos when you're done watching and comment, engage with us. Thank you guys. If you enjoyed this video, then you're going to enjoy this one here.